Let me tell you about a time when one wrong move cost the company millions in losses. It wasn't a rookie mistake or a small startup, it was Amazon, one of the world's most successful companies. And this story completely changed the way I think about stress and problems in business. I used to believe that there was some sort of finish line in business, a moment where everything just sort of clicks and the stress vanishes. I hate to spoil the story for you, but this moment doesn't exist. I've personally spoken to several entrepreneurs over the years, from freelancers to people who have raised millions for their business. And there's one thing they all have in common: problems and challenges. No matter how successful a business or person may seem, the challenges never really go away, they just change shape. A lot of people start out in business with this dream of freedom. And that was me back in the day. Work hard enough for long enough, and eventually you'll hit that point of financial freedom. No stress, no problems, a happy and carefree life. Social media does a pretty good job of painting this picture for us. But let me tell you something I've learned over the years. There's not a single business owner, no matter how successful, that isn't dealing with stresses or problems. And the truth is, the problems don't go away. They just get bigger and harder to solve. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. The man built Amazon, one of the largest companies in the world. But even at the height of his success, that didn't shield him from stress and problems. For instance, a few years ago, one of Amazon's teams made a mistake during a routine maintenance, which caused a massive problem. Websites across the internet went down, and that, in just a few hours, caused millions of dollars in losses. Now, imagine the stress of managing a crisis like that while trying to run your business at the same time. From public scrutiny to legal battles, his problems only really scaled with his success. Well, look at Elon Musk, for example. On the outside, he's running Tesla, SpaceX, and other groundbreaking companies. But behind the scenes, he's navigating production delays, pressures from investors, and the constant weight of innovation. At one point, Tesla was just weeks away from bankruptcy. These examples show that success doesn't eliminate stress. It transforms it. The problems don't go away. They're just evolve into bigger and more complex ones. And if someone like Bezos and Musk is still dealing with these challenges, what makes us think we won't? When I was running my first business, every time there was a problem, deep down I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like an imposter. Although we'd been running for about 5 years, we had dozens of happy clients, our revenue grew year over year, and even some of our clients became lifelong friends. Yet there I was, still encountering problems, feeling like an imposter who's underachieving. Now that I listen to myself saying this out loud, I realize how ridiculous it sounds, but at the time I didn't realize that problems were just a normal part of the entrepreneurial journey every founder experiences. And this caused me a massive amount of mental stress. I thought I was failing by allowing problems to happen. Even though I solved them and put measures in place to prevent them from happening in the future, I still felt like an imposter every time a new problem came up. Of course, you can build better systems and processes to make things run smoother, but even then, new challenges are inevitably going to come up because that's just how business works. There's no such thing as a business with no problems, no stress, and no setbacks. That's a complete myth. I've now seen this firsthand in many organizations from small to large. Everyone is winging it and just figuring shit out as they go. You'll always encounter situations where you weren't expecting something to happen. So if you're not in it for the right reasons, if you're only in it for that final destination and you're not working on a business out of inspiration rather than desperation, and don't come to terms with the fact that you'll always have fires to fight, you'll burn out long before you get close to that stress-free dream of yours. Look, hear me out. Stress and challenges are not actually a bad thing, as long as you understand it's a normal part of the process. See, if you reach a point where there's no challenges, no obstacles to overcome, well, that means you're not growing anymore. You're kind of just coasting through life. You're stagnant, and no one who's really truly reaching their full potential is living life in their comfort zone. This all might sound a bit overwhelming at first, but here's the thing. Challenges are like weightlifting. Every challenge adds weight to the bar, and every rep you make makes you stronger. It might be uncomfortable at the moment, but that's how you grow. Challenges aren't roadblocks. They're like stepping stones across a river. You keep moving forward, stone by stone, even when the path feels uneasy and a bit slippery. But challenges are proof that you're still growing, you're still pushing, and you're still in the game. The sooner you accept that problems and challenges are part of the process, and that they don't mean you're doing it wrong, that everyone, and I mean everyone, is experiencing them, the less those challenges will stress and overwhelm you, the less power they'll have over you. So if you're in the thick of it right now, dealing with stress, new hurdles, or seemingly endless problems, I just want you to know this. You're not alone. You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing it right. Welcome to entrepreneurship, or what I call the growth roller coaster. Thank you for spending the time with me today. I hope something I've shared today resonated with you. And if it did, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment or send me a message and let's keep the conversation going. But until next time, take care and just keep pushing forward.